My testimony, my story of faith is entitled Rest. Rest in the Lord. Spinal meningitis. Well, over the course of many years, I have worked very hard. And during the 90s, I was working really hard. I did some work working with a deaf church. I worked with the deaf Christian preschool in the later 90s. And in the early 90s, for 5.5 years, I taught the deaf ministry and sign language program at Ozark Christian College. And I loved all of it. And I'm really not sorry that I was involved in all the different areas of work that I did. I loved it all. But one of the things I learned is sometimes I do too much. I force myself to do too much and burden myself down. So anyway, I remember in the Tulsa area, there were several times that my body became dehydrated and I became ill and dizzy, and that happened many times. One time I was at Ozark Christian College and I was living in the dorms for 1 to 2 nights a week, normally just one night, but that week was a week of testing, so I was there a couple of nights. And I remember waking up, and all night long I had been really hot. And I woke up in the morning, had to go to the restroom, went to the restroom. I was staying on a floor by myself alone that was empty. And that was fine because I was an adult teacher. But I became dizzy and I passed out as I looked in the mirror. Well, I thought that was kind of funny. I was really sick, but I still found that funny because it's like, look at yourself and it makes you faint. So I pulled myself back up and I looked in the mirror again, and again, quick, I went down. So I knew, oh, this is not funny now. I am really, really ill. So I was able to get up and come down near the stairs and holler and say, help! And they came and helped me and found out that I had 4 different infections at one time. I was really sick. Later, a few years later, I was visiting my mother's home, and all of a sudden I became so sick and ill, just so ill, that I just fell down and my neck became weak and I couldn't support my neck, and my back, the pain was horrific. I was suffering. We had a friend who was visiting, Dolores, and she said, I'll take you to the hospital. And I remember her just helping me get into her car, and I was laying in the back seat just suffering and just languishing. And she took me to the hospital and found that I had spinal meningitis. 1 to 2 days I was there in the hospital, and then I had to come back and just stay and rest. I had to stay and rest for about 3 weeks. Oh, and during that time, I had a lot of time to pray and communicate with the Lord. I cried, Lord, please help me, heal me, and teach me how to be better balanced. And the Lord, He was so good to me. He did go ahead and heal me, and I became well. I wish I could say that since that time I have behaved myself, I've done a good job and always been balanced. But sometimes I've still worked too hard. I do not regret any of the work I've done. It's just that I needed to learn how to balance myself better. So I want to challenge you, work hard, but also remember to learn to rest. To rest in the Lord. When we take time and rest in the Lord, that shows that we really believe that He can manage everything. We can't. The different things we see, the needs, give them to Him. Work hard to help and serve, but also learn to rest. Trust Him enough to rest. And that's still a challenge for me. But oh, how we can enjoy the balance that He can give us if we will only rest and work. But even as we work steadily knowing He's helping, He's in charge. He will take care of all the details. So in everything we do, have a spirit that's content, that rests, trusting the Lord, seeking Him, living in His presence, resting. Rest.